I just kind of felt like improving another video because I'm just in a particular mood today. The next thing I wanted to talk about was just like approaching people. Like musicians need to approach each other more, bro. I noticed there's this culture of shyness that I'm hating, man, and it's like I'm always like met with how magnets have you can attach them, and if you put it the same poles, like they'll like literally you can't make them touch, bro. Like whatever the fuck God inscribed into the script of the world's code, like you just can't do that with a magnet. That's what it feels like sometimes with a lot of socializing, to be honest, even outside of musicians, in the workplace and parties, stuff like that. And I also am a very picky person, like it wouldn't really surprise me that, like, maybe I'm not inviting of certain kinds of people. They see me like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking talk about sound or nerd shit with this guy. I don't know. There's a lot more at play than I'm aware of. But I just wish that we were more willing to speak with failure, like not having to sound like perfect or like it just seems like that. It just seems like that. We're all looking to be perfect somehow. And it's weird. I do it sometimes. That's why I'm doing these like YouTube videos to try and like I guess fish out the parts of me that I need to pay more attention to rather than like the content that I've tried to make in the past. That's like short form and trying to get like people to listen to my songs. Like it just felt wrong, bro, because I wasn't like showing up as myself, and I feel like that's what we're doing in conversations, and that's why so much of like we can blame social media. This is like an echo chamber ass like point, but I just wish that the quality of musicianship, communication, um, I guess in first encounters, of course you have your friends and you guys have great relationships. I'm not referring to any of mine. I'm referring to more first encounters. Like if you're jamming with someone, something's really good at a music store, or you're listening to someone, you just want to like compliment them, like give them a little energy boost, like show up. Um, that's how things used to be back then. I'm 23, very recently, like 1 month ago. 1 month 23. Great year so far. Very happy to be alive. Um, there's a lot of things that have happened, and I am not forgetting just how nice it is to connect with people despite what I'm going through. That's another thing. People like I'm going through shit. I can't like connect with people no more. I feel like that's when you should be connecting the most, bro. That's when you should cry. That's when you should like break down. That's when you should really let yourself off the rails to not only litmus test, the quality of people around you, so that you know where you're actually safe, but just to do yourself that favor, bro. Just do yourself the favor of like communicating honestly. There's first order effects and there's second order effects and third order effects. And to sum up second and third order, just think about what happens once the first time something happens becomes normal again and again, and what it changes over time. Um, yeah, yeah. People don't seem to have a lot to say. Sometimes I don't have a lot to say. I don't think my channel would be indicative of that, but really, these are some of the few times that I let myself indulge in flapping my lips. It's very fun. Not gonna lie, especially when you buy microphones like Sennheiser's E906. So I have a Rode NT1 condenser that's been in my family for quite some time, probably more than a decade. Corson SM58. Some that I really want. I want to get a cool pair of ribbon mics, but I don't want to get something that's like brand. I want to find some like cool shit in like a treasure chest somewhere in like a weird place, because I feel like my music's gonna take me places in the future. I really hope so. Um, I could also talk about my current project. Yeah, what was I literally talking about? Yeah, communication. So, oh, it's starting to rain. Oh, I just got windy. Okay, but the communication and the quality of communication in musicianships. Very recently, I've discovered very high quality, like sessions where like I'm able to show up creatively. I'm able to help other people bring ideas. We can blend ourselves into stuff in a way that's cool. Like I've really enjoyed it, and I believe that it's because we can communicate well. We're so open. We're really weird with each other, bro. Like me and my friends are strange. Like we make a lot of weird jokes, but at the same time we take good care of each other. Like we talk about stuff if we need to. We go on runs together. We be cooking, bro. Like we'll make good music. We'll talk about our lives. will elaborate on the sorts of things that, just make us tick whenever we hear something. Like, we just kind of like burst into excitement. You need to find people like that, bro. That's why you want to approach people. Like, unless I approached all the people that I've met through creative clients, like, bro, like, I'd if I wasn't attuned to that, I don't know where I'd be, bro. Because you have to be a pleasant person, you have to be a skilled person, you have to be like so much these days, bro. Like, to really keep up and to be sought after, to be missed. So yeah, like, that's why you want to make good communications, bro. You want to really bring yourself. You really want to allow people to arrive, to be present. Give them an opportunity. Like, you know what? I don't know where you're coming from, bro. I don't know what's going on. But if you show up with the right vibe at the right time, damn, that kid is screaming, bro. If you show up with the right vibe, you make someone feel safe. Like, man, that's powerful. That's some powerful shit. So, I hope this can encourage somebody to be approach a creative person. Maybe rekindle a creative relationship. Maybe forgive from a certain situation. If there's anything I can say, is that music is a very, very it's turmoil. It's turmoil until you just hit something and you're like lifting up like a pad on, I don't know, like an arena stage, like you're about to start. Like, this is the real thing. Because now, like, you figured out what you want to do, and now it's the challenge of getting people to hear it, and audio, and yeah, you know. But yeah, it's so nice to have people that let me be creative myself and kind of not myself sometimes. When I'm angry, when I'm kind of irrationally sad, or um, just kind of not focused. I appreciate people like that, bro. You need to find people who accept every part of you and don't really get in your way. Yeah. So if you feel the friction and you don't feel like you need to approach, or you feel like you need to stop approaching, there's that avenue too. But I don't think that's I don't think that shouldn't be people's first choice, to just not approach. That's just my problem. It's just people just seem to be like made up in their minds. I don't need to talk. I don't. A person seems this way. Our assumptions are just reality now. Like, it's crazy. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. Like, I'm this person. Like, oh my god, what's happening in this world? Like, bro, I'll ignore people. I'll walk right past people. I just feel strange doing it sometimes, and it feels normal sometimes, even though I know it shouldn't be. So, um, I don't know. Why do we do that? Why do people do that? I guess I haven't really asked in videos because I'm kind of just started this doing to do it, but I really hope that maybe people would want to talk about these topics because I really care about stuff like this, and I'm not really scripted. Maybe sometimes I'll think about like points just so I can, follow a straight line and not just but yeah. What do y'all think is causing all these problems with socializing? Please don't say like social media and shit. Like I want to see more like a spiritual answer. Like, is it the I don't even want to throw stuff. I don't want to just tell me. Just don't say social media. Everyone knows that. It sucks, bro. Except YouTube. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up.